have a single block, maybe two, just handy for this morning, and a strap may or may not come in handy at a certain portion. And we are going to just start in Virasana with the toes curled under. Sit back on your heels. And then take your arms up, and I want you to take your fingers around your elbows or upper arms. You can take them behind the head or rest your forearms on top of the head. And try to get big and broad through the chest as you hug your upper arms down, draw back through the belly. And then just close your eyes. Try to soften through the periphery of the body and expand that umbrella-like tissue of the diaphragm as you inhale. And exhale. Twice more. Inhale. Inflate the ribs. And then exhale. Soften the upper traps. Maybe sit back heavier on the heels. Take one more full breath. And then reach your arms up there. Now clasp your hands behind your back. Curl the upper back a little. I want you to find a little bend at your elbows and take your left palm to your right hip. Squeeze your elbows together. And you can look to your right, maybe drop right ear to shoulder. Feel a nice stretch to the left side of the neck. You might keep your eyes closed here. Just take a couple more conscious breaths. And then second side, switch which thumb is on top. And then right palm to left hip. Squeeze your elbows towards one another and then drop left ear to shoulder. And feel the chest rise as you breathe in. And breathe out. Release the hands. Just come right to tabletop. You can pat out the feet, let the blood rush back to the toes. And then just find a nice cow, melt the heart, broaden the chest, look up, round the spine, maybe sit back to the heels for cat. And move through that a few more times at your own pace. Just getting the movement to the spine to get that fluid between the vertebrae, moving through the discs. You might circle the hips a few times. And then come right to downward facing dog. Curl your toes under. Lift the hips. And then shift your shoulders towards your wrists. And then hug your upper arms in. Try to make your shoulder blades come towards one another. Maintain that and feed your head between your arms toward your legs. And feel that nice chest opener here, but keep hugging your triceps down towards the floor, rolling inner biceps up. And then lift the inner arches, soften the neck. And then come back to ears in line with biceps. You might shorten your dog a little. We're going to find a down dog twist, right hand to left ankle. And then thread your chest to the left. Look under that left arm. And try to get your left shoulder blade to glide towards the posterior body and the spine. Take a full inhale. Second side, right hand down. Hug your upper arms in and then push through the right inner palm, left hand to right. Anywhere in the lower portion of the leg, ankle, up the calf. And then weave your gaze, chest to the right. Let your head dangle. Take one more full breath. And come back to downward facing dog. You might step your feet back. I just want you to find a big undulation of your spine, the plank pose. Lengthen the center line, look forward, exhale, chaturanga. Back to plank, inhale. Look forward, lift your sitting bones first, and then press up and back. Exhale. Again, inhale, pubic bone to sternum, ripple forward to plank, but then lengthen the center line, broaden the chest, lift the belly, chaturanga. Maybe bring the knees down to modify. Back to plank, inhale, push the mat away. Lift the sitting bones first, then go back, downward facing. Again, inhale, ripple forward, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Maybe find a little bounce here so you're not too low. And then all the way down. Taps the feet down, shoulders back. Draw chin towards chest and then hover the hands. And just lift up enough to feel all the muscles along the spine engage. And exhale, lower. Now walk your fingertips off the mat. Anchor through the tops of feet, thighs, pubic bone. Inhale, come up. And I want you to roll your shoulder blades on your back ribs. And then dip your left shoulder to the center. Inhale up. Dip your right shoulder. And then find what you need here, whether it's a rolling or another round of dipping. Make it your own. And then lower down. And then find up dog or cobra on your next breath in. Open the front body more than anything. Little micro bend of the elbows, maybe gaze right, left. And then sit back to child's. Take a full breath all the way down to the kidneys. And let it go. Come back up through tabletop, downward facing dog. And then come back to your breath. Inhale, ripple forward to plank. And then we're going to find a hybrid here. So keep your feet hip width apart. Come to your right fingertips. So from the waist down, we're going to stay in plank. But I want you to see if you can stretch your right arm out, parallel to the floor, maybe up to the ceiling, and try to stack your shoulders without rolling your hip open. So it feels like you're in side plank from the waist up, but then roll your right hip to your left so you stay in plank. You're going to take a full breath. You might lift the left leg. Keep rolling right shoulder blade to spine. And then set the left knee down, kickstand the shin out. So you can come right to gate and get off that left wrist. And then left hand down. Hug the shoulder in the socket. Stretch your right arm up. Push through the right foot and lift your left knee to your chest. You might take your right hand, find your scapula, and really glide it underneath you so you can hug your upper arm in the socket even more. Keep that, stretch the left leg out. And I want you to bend your left knee, turn your right foot out and find wild thing from here. Keep hugging your left shoulder in the socket. The left knee can be bent. But then roll the chest to the sky. Take a big breath in. And then we're going to keep our legs crossed, set your right hand down, and then push back to down dog. Get that stretch to the left outer hip here. Now left knee, left upper arm. Take it over to wild thing, stretching through the left side body that you just worked. Take a full breath. And then exhale, side plank, 2-step left foot to the left side of the mat. And then bring your right knee down. Come into this lizard low lunge. If it feels good, you can open the left knee, maybe twist. And then half split, straighten the leg and fold. Rebend the knee, inhale. Lift the back leg. Push the mat away. Now left knee, left upper arm. Step back to plank square. Come to your left fingertips. Maybe left arm out, and that's your edge. Or stretch it up and try to stack your shoulders, but then roll your left hip to the right. It's going to want to open. Stay here. Keep hugging right shoulder back. Maybe lift right leg. 3, 2. Now set your knee down right under the hip. Open to the left and find gate pose. Inhale. And then come back to the right hand. Hug your shoulder back. Lift your right knee up. Keep lifting the right hip up. And then extend the leg. Bend the knee and turn the foot towards the back of the mat. You might turn your right hand out as well, so you can really hug the shoulder in the socket for a wild thing variation. Right knee is bent, but try to lift through that left hip and straighten the left leg. Now the legs will stay crossed, left hand down. Now push back through the hips, down dog. Right knee, right upper arm. To wild thing, right leg over. Hugging left shoulder in socket, full breath in. Now side plank, inhale. Step wide, exhale, hand inside foot. Bring your knee down, lift the chest or twist, up to you if you need a little more hip release. And then half splits, fold. Keep the shoulders out the jaw, pull the heart center forward, navel in and up. Good. Rebend the knee, lift the back knee, push the mat away and just sneak your right heel to your butt. Step it back to plank. Chaturanga. Down dog, bend your knees, and then hop to Malasana. Push your heels, come upright, breath in. Rebend knees, breath out. Hop to Chaturanga. Plank pose. And then now bend your elbows and your knees simultaneously. Inhale, charge, and come right through to up dog. Lift the heart. Down dog, go back. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. Hopefully you enjoyed that to some degree because we're going to go through it a couple more times. Just do your best. Soften the neck here. Go forward to plank pose. Inhale. And now right arm out. And then try to glide the shoulder blade to the spine. You might lift your left leg. And then I'll work on the challenge, left knee, left upper arm. Knee down, inhale, gate, side bend to your right. And then side plank variation, left knee to chest. Extend the leg, and then turn your left foot to back of mat. Look towards your right pinky. Inhale, you might bend the elbow. To down dog, cross-legged, exhale. Left knee, left upper arm, inhale. Wild thing, take it over, exhale. Side plank, inhale. Step wide, exhale. Knee down if you want for this one, lift the arms. And then exhale, half splits, full. Runner's lunge, lift heel to bottom, push away. Inhale to step back to plank, exhale. And then keep the hips squaring to the floor, left arm out, maybe up. Roll the left hip to the right, lift the right leg maybe. Maybe right knee, right upper arm. Right knee down, gate pose, inhale, side bend left. And then right hand down, exhale. Right knee to chest, and then step the right leg perpendicular, roll your chest to the sky. You might bend your right knee. Keep the legs crossed, look down, hips back. Right knee, right upper arm. To take it over, left shoulder should be set up, right over wrist. Lift up. Side plank, inhale. Lizard step wide, exhale. Your variation, if you want knee down, lift the chest. And then take it through Hanuman. Half splits. To runner's lunge, hand inside your foot. Push away, right heel, sitting bone. Inhale, get that knee higher. To plank pose, bend the knees, look forward, hop to Malasana. Rise up, inhale, zip the belly. Exhale, Malasana. Chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Bend the elbows, maybe hover. Upward facing. Bring the shoulder blades together in the back body. Down dog, exhale. Full breath in. Full breath out. One more of those. Ripple forward to plank. Legs stay hip width. Right arm out or up. Maybe left leg up. 3. Maybe knee upper arm. 2. Knee down. 1. Inhale. Gate. Side bend to your right. To exhale. Push your left hand, right foot. Extend your left leg. Roll your heart up. Keep the legs crossed, down dog splits. Push the hips back. Left knee, left upper arm. Inhale. To wild thing, take it over. Exhale. Side plank, inhale. And then step wide, exhale. You can stand lizard. You can bring the knee down, lift the chest. And then exhale, lift the back knee, heel to bottom, push away. Plank pose, inhale. Left arm out, maybe up. Try to get that left shoulder to stack over right. Hug your right shoulder, head back. Maybe lift right leg. Maybe right knee, upper arm. 3, 2. Knee down, inhale. Side bend left. You fall in triangle, right hand down. Knee to chest. And extend the leg. And lift the front body to the ceiling. Spin on the feet. Down dog with the legs crossed. To wild thing, left shoulder over wrist. Find the center line, left shoulder in the socket, side plank. To step wide. Lizard, maybe upright, torso. And then back to hands flat. Push away, heel to sitting bone. Plank pose. Bend your knees, look forward. Hop to Malasana. Push your feet. Inhale, rise. Exhale, back to Malasana. Plant the hands, Chaturanga. Not too low. Inhale to plank. Find a turbo dog or bring your elbows down. And then up dog or cobra. Big breath in. Down dog, exhale. I'm going to take a full breath. And then bring your knees down. Take your fingers back. Let's find a little wrist therapy here. Thumbs in. You might find little circles here. Just bend at your knuckles. Keep hugging the shoulders back. Broadening through the upper back. And then turn your thumbs out, fingers back. Sit back towards your heels. Get that stretch through the forearm. And then release that. Sit back up on your heels there. Just take your left arm under your right. Inhale, lift the elbows. Think cow. Exhale, around the spine, chin to chest. And just stay there. Take another full breath. You might roll your left shoulder. Right ear, right shoulder. Release the arms, stretch them out and up. And then opposite arm under, lift the elbows, breath in. And then round, dome the upper back, curl navel in and up. And just see how it feels to draw ear, shoulder. Keep plugging the humeral head in the socket. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Goddess the arms. And then sit up on your toes only. And then bring your heels down. Maybe upper arms to knees. Try to lift your low back. Float the toes up. And then exhale, push into your feet, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen Ardha. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, walk it back to dog. Stretch your right leg up and back. Bend your knee and open the hip if you need to. Maybe circle that ankle. Straighten the leg and square it off. Take a full breath in. Exhale, right knee, left upper arm. Leg up and back. I'm going to alternate this with hopping to the opposite hand. You can skip that, so left hand to right foot, forward and back, exhale. Right knee, left upper arm. Inhale, split. Stay or hop, exhale. 3 more. Try to land light. You don't have to hop all the way forward. It might just be halfway or a couple inches. For that 5th one, lift your right leg up and internally rotate the thigh. And then knee to nose. Step your heel between your thumbs. Turn your left foot out. Inhale, warrior 1. And then interlace your hands. Puff up your chest. Take a breath in. Humble warrior, fold. Again, retract the shoulder blades. Squeeze them together. Feel your chest broaden and your navel lift. Take a big breath in. And then push into your feet. Release the arms. Inhale. Just take your vinyasa any way through. And then stretch your right leg up there. Inhale. Travel however you want to, hop and switch, or just stop. Come right to reverse warrior. And then come right to horse. So heels turn in, knees turn out. And then stretch your arms up there. Lift your heels. And then exhale, bring your heels down and just take your arms and cross them and round through your upper back. Inhale, upright your torso, lift your heels, look up. Opposite arm under, round. Twice more. Inhale, lift your heels, lengthen the spine. Heels down, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, heels down. Give yourself a hug. Inhale, arms up. Now bring your hands to your thighs. Fingers wrap forward, thumbs back. And now dip your right shoulder to the center line, just like we did on our belly. Push the right thigh away. Inhale to center. Exhale, dip your left shoulder. Push the left thigh away. And then inhale to center. Glide your hands to your ankles there and elbows to inner knees. Now find a flat back. Inhale, lengthen from navel to chin. Exhale, drop your head and look underneath you. And if you don't need your arms here, if your knees aren't caving in, and if you want more of a challenge, fly your arms out. Find a little more of that retraction of the shoulder blades together. If you lengthen the bottommost rib away from your pelvis. Now bring your right hand down. Inhale, stretch your left arm up. Take a half bind of the left hand into your right hip crease. And now right hand to your left inner thigh. Push it away. And then from crown of head through between the sitting bones, get longer. As you push your left thigh away, hug your right shoulder back. Keep pushing your right knee away from you. And then inhale, come to standing horse, right arm up. Keep that left hand behind you. And cow face your arms. Spin your heels in more. Front ribs back. Straighten the legs. Turn the feet. Parallel inhale. Keep the arms. Prasarita. You can sway a little side to side, but bend your knees as much as you need. So you're tracking your hips more and more forward towards the toes. Every inhale, lengthen the spine out a little more. Think up dog or flat back. And then exhale, keep that. Drop the head. Keep the arms. Inhale, flat back. And then push through your feet to come all the way up. Now spin your right foot forward. Find warrior two here. Track the knee out. Center the spine right between the rim of the pelvis. Inhale, reverse warrior. Tip to your left. Now come to side angle. Get long from heel to right elbow. Twice more. Inhale, reverse. Keep tracking that knee towards the pinky edge, side of the foot. Exhale, front ribs back, halfway forward. Inhale, reverse. I'm going to add on. Exhale, come halfway forward now. Windmill your arms, right arm back, left arm forward, and spin the arrow lunge. You might tap the calf with the left knee. Inhale, reverse. Maybe lift the right heel. Again, exhale, arrow, tap the calf. Or keep your left leg supported. Inhale, reverse, lift the heel. Exhale, halfway forward, tap the calf. One more. Inhale, right knee out. Reverse your warrior. Heel up. Halfway forward, tap the calf. Nicely done. Draw left knee towards left armpit as you stand, and then left arm up as you twist to your left. Right hand grabs shin. Straighten the leg, blade edge of foot. And get long through the right side body. Strong through the right leg as you twist. Shoulders back, 3, 2. Look forward, release your foot. Wimble the arms, right to revolved half moon. Hug your right hip in, stretch your arms vertically apart. You might hover the left hand here. And then left hand down, take a curtsy lunge, left leg off the mat to your right. Bring your belly to your thigh, maybe both hands down. Maybe right hand, a blade edge of left foot, or a little baby grasshopper here. But stretch your chest out, squeeze the thighs together. Soften the right toes. Take a full inhale, keep dropping your hips back and down. And then release the left leg, roll the hip open, standing splits with your hip open. You can circle that left knee here. Now square off your hip. Inhale, supported warrior 3. Exhale, bend your right knee, bring your belly to your thigh, and then spin the left toes down. Come to your fingertips, maybe stay, maybe hands to prayer. If you're feeling pretty good and you want more, lift your chest. Warrior 3, without locking out the knee. 3, 2, and then look down, revolve pyramid. Step the left foot back about 3.5 to 4 feet. And then stretch your right arm out, bend your right knee, put more weight back into the left foot, heart forward. And then exhale, reach the arm up, get the right shoulder blade to your spine as you firm your right hip away from that armpit. Stay here or thread the right arm between that space of the left arm, right thigh, somewhere to the left lower leg. Just to get a little more release to the outer right hip. Think of down dog twist. So we'll thread our chest to the left. You can stay on the left fingertips or grab somewhere around the right foot. And keep hugging your right hip back. Feel the steering wheel of the belly. Take one more full breath, keeping the hips neutral. And then exhale, unthread. Come to horizon lunge. Spin to the blade edges of your feet. Just to transition into a wild thing here. Take the leg over. And then right back to standing splits on the right leg. Step, tap the mat, and pull. Get your hands flat. Hop to the ball of the right foot. You can step back. Maybe just hop back, chaturanga. Take your vinyasa. And then cross it under and over. Leg up and back. Hop right foot, left hand, and back. 4 more. And when you're done, make your way to left side warrior 1. Interlace your hands there. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Fold forward, humble your warrior. Firm your left hip in, put more weight in your right foot. Feel the compression of the low belly and the broadening through the chest. Push into your feet, inhale, release the arms, Vinyasa, make your way through. Anyway. And then just lift the left leg. You can step it between any way you want to get right to reverse warrior. And then right to horse. Thumbs back, fingers forward. And then just slide your hands now down your calves again, elbows to knees. And again, get your sitting bones back. So tip them up so the front rim of the pelvis feels like it's tipping forward, but then lift your belly and float your chest out. Lift the inner arches, draw the thighs back, maybe stretch your arms out. If you want more, stretch them forward. 3, 2, wrap the scapula around the side ribs. And then left hand down, 1, right arm up. Stack right shoulder over left, flip the palm back, find a bind. And then left hand to right thigh, push it away. So find that center axis as you twist around it. But then plug the shoulders. As that left shoulder hugs, you'll lengthen through the left side body. Keep your right hand in a half bind. Float your torso up. And then cow face your arms. Heels in. Stretch your spine long. Front ribs back. And then tip through a flat back. And then straighten the legs, turn the feet parallel as you fold. Another full breath. Keep the cow face arms. Through a flat back, look forward. You can soften the knees. And then come all the way through a flat back to stand. Turn your left foot out, find warrior 2. Feel the arch alignment. Reverse warrior, inhale. Keep the right leg strong, halfway forward. Roll your right shoulder back, inhale, reverse. Side body long, halfway forward. Inhale, reverse. Halfway forward. Now adding on. Inhale, reverse. In air, wimble the arms. Spin to ball right foot. Right arm forward, left arm back. Maybe tap your calf with your right knee. Inhale, reverse. You can float that left heel up. Halfway forward. Maybe tap the calf. Inhale, reverse. Find your breath full. Exhale. Inhale, reverse. Last one. Exhale. Drive right knee to right armpit. Twist open as you stand, left hand to shin. Stare straight in the leg, dancing Shiva. Root through the left heel, plug back through the left inner thigh. Lift up through the sides of the ribs. Take a full inhale. Look forward, coming right into revolved half moon in air. Right hand down, or hover it. Take the skin of your left hip back. Soften out the left toes, full breath in. And then exhale, get your fingertips down. Curtsy the right leg to the left. Stay here. Maybe Find your twist again. Or left hand across top of foot. And just sitting lower into a baby grasshopper here. Bum back, chest forward as the shoulders plug. 3, 2, keep the knee tracking back over the heel. And then push into that foot, standing split foot, roll that right hip open. Maybe circle the ankle or the knee. And then square off the hip, lift the chest. Bend your knee, bring your belly to your thigh. Chest forward, maybe hands stay down or thumbs to heart. Keep your knee bent, lift your chest up without locking out the knee. Warrior 3. Take a deep inhale. Step back with the right foot, right hand down. And then bend the left knee, chest forward. And then push into the ball of the left foot forward as you work the skin of the left hip back. Work from that thoracic spine region, upper back, to stack the shoulders. And then cinch all around the waist to support the low back. Take a full breath in. Look down, thread right hand between, somewhere to the lower portion of the right leg as you twist now to the right. Continue to hug your left hip in. Feel the release to the outer hip, no matter what your shape looks like. Use the breath as medicine. Take another full breath, softening any edges. And then unravel, come through a horizon lunge. To wild thing, left leg over. And then right back to runner's lunge. Left foot, right thumb, standing splits. Vinyasa. Take a child's pose. And then downward facing dog. Let's stretch your right leg up. Exhale, cross. Leg up and back. Exhale, hop forward and back. 4 more. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, hop and switch or just step. Reverse warrior, inhale. Vinyasa, exhale. Left leg up. Cross it under and over. Roll your right hip towards your left. And then stay or hop forward and back. Opposite hand. 5 total. Soften the neck. And hop and switch. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, Vinyasa. And then turn your heels out or side in a little and just sit your hips back towards the heels. And then look forward, lean your shoulders toward your wrists. You're gonna come right to Malasana. You can step your feet together if you want to find some frog or hops here. Put your knees bent out. Keep your feet together. Try to kick your heels to your butt, land light. You might be able to take it to crow from there. And then right to Malasana eventually. Thumbs to heart. And then upright your torso. Push your heels. And then extend the right arm. Use your left hand to draw the left thigh away from you as you tip to the right. And then drive your right thigh back. Stay or take a bind around the right shin. And then inhale up, just second side. Right hand, right thigh, tip to your left. Maybe extend that left arm and float the right arm up. Or clasp around the back for your wrists. Keep lifting the left side body out, the hip, chest back. Full inhale. And then gently release. Get your hands down. We're going to push into the floor to straighten the legs. The feet can be a little wider than hip width apart. I want you to take your right arm under your right thigh. And then take your left hand behind your back and grab your wrist. Look over your left shoulder. Or down as you rotate your chest open to the left. And then drag your right hip back, but bend your knees as much as you need to. And just think, gluing right side body to right thigh here. And then second side, feed your left hand between, stretch your right arm up, and then grab your right wrist. And then roll your chest open to the right. Spread and lift the sits bones. Hug the skin of your left hip back. Take another full breath there. And exhale, release. And we are going to grab now our ankles. Hug your knees to your shoulders. Lift the sitting bones and look underneath you. Should be a nice release for the low back here. If you want to go deeper, you can clasp your hands behind your low back as you squeeze the knees in. Or fingers forward right behind the heels. Sit back on the upper arms like shelves. Hips back, straighten the legs as you hug in Titivasana. You might cross an ankle for Bhuja Pidasana. If you want to take it to crow from here, when one knee at a time, lift up, big toes touch, hug elbows in, chest forward. Mosey on back, shoot it back. Whatever you need there. Watch out for objects. Nice, Annie. Good. Come to tabletop, just circle out the hips here. Cow and cat. And then get your block. This is optional, but you can take, I think best would be a foam block. Take it right beneath the belly button. So you get that stimulation of your digestive organ, your belly and your liver. And then come to your elbows here. If you want more for a release through the upper back, you can cross. Doesn't matter which one first on top, but about shoulder level. And then let your forehead rest. And if you have the block right under the navel, just take a moment there, let your belly soften into it. Again, inhale, belly in the block. And exhale. Let your abdomen sink into the shape. More full breath. And then if you have your arms crossed, just switch which one is on top there. And we'll come back to that belly breath here. Softening the tissues and the abdomen. And feeling that compression, that pressure of the organs as you inhale into the block. And letting it sink in. Find a layer. And as you let go, explore another layer. And then keep the block right under the belly. Come back to your elbows here. And I personally love this one. You can release the block if you aren't comfortable having it under your belly, reach back with your right arm, find your ankle. So we're going to do floor bow with the block under our belly. We're going to keep our thighs down. So as you square your hips, bend your left knee, push your right hand back or foot back into your hand, and then balance on the block as you reach your left hand back. Thighs stay down, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and then float your side ribs up. And then inhale into the block. Exhale, shoulder blades together. You might bring chin to chest, full breath in. Soften your grip. Bring your hands down. And then just sit back to your heels, remove the block. Downward facing. Ready to go here, Rajakapotasana, ripple forward to plank. Chaturanga. Bring it down. You can separate your legs a little wider, point the toes, walk your hands back. Bend your knees, curl the chest up, emulating that same lifting of the side ribs. Head to toes, toes to head. Back to Chaturanga, pull in from your belly. Inhale to plank. Exhale, go back, downward facing. Nicely done. Just bring your knees down. And then sit back between the heels or on the heels. So I'm going to sit on my heels. And if you want a little more stretch for the feet, if you're seated on your heels, just lift the shins. You can even grab your knees and round your spine a little. And then inhale up. We're going to stand on the knees here. Right. You can use a strap here or just hands to low back. So if you're using a strap, you're going to separate it and split them at a strap apart. Separate it a little wider than shoulder width. And then really bend the elbows and get the shoulder blades to draw towards one another on the back body. So you feel this natural curling of the heart up like there's a hook on the sternum. All right, and then tailbone down, cinch all around the waist. Hug your heels in, shins in like a magnet. And then you can release the strap, find that full circle. Take the strap down towards the knees. Keep curling the heart up. Then let the head go. From your belly, inhale, curl up. Widen the grip, strap overhead. And then through a flat back to take it down, slow, slow, slow. Keep breaking it apart. And then inhale up, tailbone down. Exhale, bend the elbows, shoulder blades together. And then you can shorten the grip of the strap. Draw it down the legs. Hug your elbows in. Sternum up. Head releases. Inhale up. Exhale, circle the arms overhead, hips back, fold forward. And then last one, you can use the strap or not. Find your third camel. Any more awareness of the roll of the thoracic spine, shoulder blades coming together, belly hugging back, drawing the inner knees, inner heels towards one another to help create space in the low back. Internally rotate the thighs. Soften the throat. Sit up when you're ready. And then back on your heels. So your choice to stay or find an inversion to counter the spine, headstand, Pinchamayurasana, or stay seated upright or child's pose. If you feel like you're banana backing, pike your legs, get your bum back more. You'll actually feel a nice stretch in the low back. They don't have to be 90, they can be in a 45 slightly. Then hug your upper arms in. Push through your elbows. Or even just knees to chest. And slowly make your way out. Optional vinyasa. And then hop through to a seat. I'm just going to find Janushirasana here. So right heel to left inner thigh. Sit up nice and tall. Right arm up, inhale. Fold over the left thigh. Exhale. You can grab anywhere on the shin, ankle, or foot. Inhale, look up. Exhale, sit up. Now spine saddle or steer. I've also heard it called deer pose. But 90-90 knees. So right leg, shin is parallel, top of mat. Left leg side of mat. Right, and then left hand and knee. Take your right arm up. You can take a half bind or lay your forearm across top of head. And then rotate your chest to the right as you side bend to the left. Just a nice way to get deep into those lateral stabilizers. In the side body where we tend to compress as we sit. Most, if not a lot of our day. And drop your right hip heavier. And then sit on up here. If you want to take it into a stargazer, go ahead. You just spin to the top of the right foot and stretch your left arm over. You might bend the right elbow and drop the forearm down. And release. Take the right leg out, left heel, inner thigh. Twist to your right, lift the low back. And then keep that as you fold over that thigh. So I like to think of pulling my rib cage out my pelvis as you inhale, but then shoulders back as you fold. Inhale, look up. Sit up, exhale. And then left shin parallel. Top of mat, right shin parallel side of mat. And then twist to your left. Bring your right hand to your left knee. Left arm over top of head or half bind. You choose, but lift the low back. Rotate to your left. And then exhale, side bend to your right. And try to soften through that left side, low back. To drop the left sitting bone heavier. And then inhale, sit on up. And then exhale. Feet flat, roll all the way down. And let's just set up for bridge or wheel. Feet hip width apart. Press up when you're ready. And then exhale, just release. Feet flat, right leg over. Scoot your hips to the right, drop your knees to the left. And second side. Left leg over right. Scoot your hips to the left. Drop your knees to the right. And then make your way out. And give yourself any last pose or series of poses that you might need here. Could be a plow, shoulder stand to plow, or just knees to chest. And when you're ready, drop into Shavasana. A big conscious breath, fill up the whole abdomen from the belly all the way up through the upper lobes of the lungs. And then open your mouth and sigh, side out. And keep the natural breath. Appreciate the small steps forward, the simple victories, all the things you do that help keep the momentum moving towards your goals. Expecting immediate and massive results makes your mind stormy. Respect small beginnings and time. They create giant changes. It's important now more than ever that we appreciate the small steps we are taking. When we look inside and listen, there's always something worth appreciating. Worth celebrating. Whatever it is, respect your perseverance for showing up for yourself. To enrich your life with appreciation. You're welcome to stay in Shavasana. Or rock up to a seat. And sit up nice and tall. Appreciating the time you put aside for yourself and your practice. Hands to heart, bow your gaze. Namaste.